Hey YouTube, welcome to another Multi-Tool Monday. I hope you are ready for adventure because this is the Victorinox Adventurer. It's a very slim and light, yet longer size of Swiss Army knife. Okay, before we go further, let's roll in some outside footage of this interacting with some pieces of wood. Okay, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, normally when I review a Swiss Army knife, I assume you're just going to, have it around town or around the house. Not really a hardcore outdoorsy knife, although handy. Just like a Buck 110 is pretty handy outdoors. But this knife in particular from Victorinox, I just feel it's a lot more likely to be used as a camp knife, and that's why I showed it cutting into those pieces of wood. Now this actually has a locking blade. You can see the lock style, it's basically a side switch lock. All right, and as you open it, it slides to the up position, and this is now locked. Has a little bit of front play, a little bit of front to back play. But, for a sub $30 knife, it's a pretty awesome knife. Now, there is another similar model. They have one called the Centurion. Now, the Centurion is the exact same knife as this, the same tool set and everything, but instead of the side switch lock, it just has a liner lock, actually. So I will include Amazon links to both this and the Centurion. And like most Victorinox blades, it's extremely sharp. Now I have not sharpened this since I pushed it into those pieces of wood. So even after, debarking some branches and doing push cuts into some firewood, it's still pretty sharp. Now, aside from the blade, this has the bottle opener with a screwdriver, the can opener with a screwdriver. On the back, has a Phillips screwdriver. It also has, hold on, it's got a reamer. Nice reamer there. And it has the tweezers, the toothpick, and a key ring. I actually really like that tool set. Remember, there's a reamer there too. It's not good to have the reamer deployed with those smaller tools opened like that, but there's a reamer too. I really like this tool set because, well, first of all, if you want one that has like every tool known to mankind, then this is not the model for you. But if you want something that's really easy to carry and slim but still super useful, then this is the model for you. You know, I think of it as a nice full flat ground, sharp, locking blade that happens to have 3 screwdrivers. Even if you never use the bottle opener and the can opener, it's just nice to have 3 screwdrivers on your folder. And the reamer. And the tweezers are pretty useful if you get a splinter. Okay, I don't use a toothpick, but still, the reamer and 3 screwdrivers alone are super handy. Now, you might not use the screwdrivers that much out in the woods, but for all the other times around town, it's just darn handy to have 3 screwdrivers, right? And in the woods, the blade and the reamer and the tweezers are useful. You know, it gives you a longer blade than the standard size Swiss Army knife, and it gives you a locking blade. You know, so, and for being as slim as it is, and less than $30, I really do think it gives you a lot. Gives you a lot for the price. In fact, this is one of it's definitely in my top 5 as far as this longer category of Swiss Army knife. My top 5 would probably be the Work Champ, the Outrider or the Hercules. You know, those are almost the same. The Work Champ, the Hunter, and this. So yeah, it's definitely within my top 5 for the longer size of a Swiss Army knife. I think of it kind of the same way you would think of maybe an Opinel knife. You know, just a useful thing to have at your camp. Now, it's not a main blade. It doesn't replace a fixed blade or anything. But it's just handy to pull out a small knife or do some food prep or cut some cordage. You know, it's just handy not to have to pull out a huge knife. So yeah, the Adventurer is highly recommended, and the price is beautiful too. Okay, so I will include the Amazon link to this. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. This has been We All Juggle Knives, Multi-Tool Monday. I'm out.